I-team investigation turning up proof of the problems virtual arraignments in Syracuse City Court are causing. We now have an example of a woman arraigned by video camera while she was naked in her jail cell and unable to speak to her lawyer. Late last month, we uncovered a letter sent to the Onondaga County Sheriff and the county executive demanding Syracuse City courts comply with state standards on in-person arraignments. It came from the New York State Office of Indigent Services, a group that advocates for poor defendants in the court system. That letter leading to a directive from an administrative judge strongly encouraging Syracuse City Court return to in-person arraignments this week. The I-team's Mary Keeler obtained a court transcript that details a virtual arraignment that experts say need to be avoided. She's with the Live Eye right now outside the Justice Center. Mary?
Alora, this was a 10-minute court appearance held by video conference in June. The defendant was a woman in her cell, entirely naked. She describes not being able to hear and also not being able to talk to her lawyer. I showed this transcript and sent it to the Onondaga County Sheriff's Office, who now confirmed to me tonight that the sheriff has asked the chief of the jail to investigate. This letter from the State Office of Indigent Legal Services states that up until early 2020, Onondaga County followed the rules of a settlement that requires in-person arraignments and a lawyer present.
Our mission is to monitor, study, and to make efforts to improve the quality of public defense representation.
Patricia Worth, the director of that agency, says the county and sheriff need to fix their, quote, failure to comply, adding it's been almost 2 full years of virtual court appearances, which became the norm during COVID.
This transcript symbolizes everything that is wrong with virtual arraignments.
The I-team has obtained a court report that Worth says highlights her concerns. It lays out what happened on June 21st in front of Syracuse City Court Judge Erica Clark, the defendant appearing virtually in the courtroom from her cell on misdemeanor charges. The transcript showing she said, quote, "I also haven't had any food or water or clothing or anything offered to me. Can you just see that I'm totally naked?" The judge answering, quote, "I do see that, yes," but continues on with the proceeding.
It really shows how virtual arraignments lend themselves to a process that is dehumanizing and undignified.
Minutes later, the woman says she has a disability that makes it hard for her to hear. The judge then mutes her to continue reading charges against her, then says, quote, "I don't need to see her breasts. So if she would sit down, I understand that she's naked." Judge Clark then continues, setting bail, keeping the woman in custody. We asked John Jay College of Criminal Justice professor Dmitriy Shakhnevich about this.
The mistreatment of prisoners, the difficulty of prisoners to meet and consult with their lawyers, right? This hits on all of those issues. These are issues that are widespread. They're widespread around the country. And this case is just such a glaring example of it.
This situation reveals the imperative for what I would call an all hands on deck approach, that every county official should come to the table and figure out a way to get the situation resolved.
That woman still in custody as of our last check of the jail roster tonight. Meantime, I'll be checking in with the sheriff's office and this transcript that led them, the sheriff, to ask the chief of the jail to start an investigation. Live in Syracuse, I'm Mary Keeler.
All right, Mary, thank you.